Hi YouTube. I want to talk about something that has nothing to do with weight loss and the reason I made this channel. This is just something I just want to get off my chest. Excuse me. And it's been bothering me because it's been coming up a lot in social media and across the website. It's the independent woman bashing. And it's been coming from both sides, men and women. And first, to start off, I want to give my definition of what an independent woman is. An independent woman is a woman who does not need anybody. Okay. And what I mean when I say she doesn't need anybody is that if she's in a relationship and that relationship breaks off, that she will be financially stable, or she'll be secure enough in herself to get her finances stable, and she will be strong emotionally and physically. You know, she gets things handled. That's basically what I need. She doesn't need that's basically what I mean. She doesn't need anyone else to help her handle her business. She can handle it on her own. That's not to say that she doesn't want anybody for companionship. Everybody wants to be wanted. Everybody wants company. There's nobody out there in the world that's like totally, no, I want to be alone, because those people who claim that have lonely days where they wish they had somebody with them, because people are social beings. We want to be around other people. Now, with that being said, I consider myself an independent woman, and yes, I have a fiance. And with that, I found a man that is strong enough to, how do I say this? Strong enough to earn my submission. And I know the independent woman is going to be like, independent women don't submit to a man. Wrong. Independent women will submit to the right man. And let me tell you what submission means. Submission does not mean that I just gave up all my free will and that whatever he says do and however he says do it, I'm going to do it. No, I have an opinion. I express my opinion. But at the end of the day, my man is the king of this castle. I am the queen. He runs it. He runs. If he says, well, we're going to do this at 9 o'clock in the morning, damn it, I'm ready at 8:30. Let's go. Because I know and I'm confident that he's going to handle it. Now, I've had men where I have just run them ragged because they let me. I've had the yes men. Well, you know what? I think I want some Chinese food. They don't like Chinese food. I know they don't like Chinese food. Okay, that's cool. I was thinking about that too. I want some Chinese food. Really? Really? Okay. So since your dumb ass want to agree with me about wanting Chinese food, we gonna want Chinese food every goddamn day until I kick your ass to the curb because you stupid. I will not submit to you. I won't. I feel like the yes men aren't men. Men have opinions that they express. You're not a man. You're still a boy. You're agreeing with everything that somebody tells you. Then I've had the pretty boys, I guess would be the best way to say. I don't really like pretty boys because I don't deal with boys. Men are all I really deal with. But I had the metrosexual men, I guess you would say, that their hands are softer than my hands. They don't do any physical labor. None of that. They'll pay somebody. I don't have an issue with you as a man. You are just not the man for me. You are a man. I have met some and have dated some that are men to the core. They know how to get things done. They know how to handle business. They are on top of shit. They are men. But I am a country girl and I'm tomboyish. You know, I feel like I'm frugal. I feel like If things need to be done, I can do it. The grass needs to be cut. We can cut our own grass. Don't you pay nobody to cut our grass. And I'm sorry that country had to slip up out of me, but I'm just saying, don't pay anybody to cut our grass. If you won't cut the grass, I will, and your ass can go, because I need somebody who can cut some grass. I need somebody who's not afraid of work, because I like to do things myself, because I don't want to spend that money on somebody else doing something that I could have done for a quarter of the price. The men that they're the men I'm looking for, but they're just not, I don't know how to say it. Their voice, I guess, is just not strong enough. Not saying they don't speak loudly or speak strong or speak like men. It's just, I can talk over him. He says this, and before he can get it out of his mouth, I'm going on, nigga, whatever, I ain't trying to hear that, and he just accepts it. I can't do those either. You're a man. True. Seen it. You've proved it. You're a man. You're just not the man for me. And I feel like that's the situation with a lot of independent women. When we find the man that is worthy of our submission, our personal submission, we will submit to them. But until then, it's not going to happen. And then, of course, you have those extremes with those women who is just never going to find a man that they deem good enough to submit to. Those women, you just leave them alone and let them figure it out on their own. They're going through things in their personal life that they have to figure out with themselves. They're having self-esteem problems. They're having trust issues. You know, things happen to women that some men couldn't even fathom. I mean, that they don't trust men with their life. I went through that for a long time, that a man couldn't do anything for me, because the only thing men had done for me was hurt me. So I just really didn't want to be around them. Even men who I knew didn't mean me any harm, I just was like, nah, because you gonna hurt me one day, so fuck you, get away from me. So when those women figure that out, they'll come around. Just leave them alone for now. But if you run across one of these women and they just too independent for their own good, according to you guys, it's not that they're too independent. It's just you're not man enough for them. Move on and find the woman for you. And I feel like that's what every human being should be searching for. Not just looking for a man and a woman that possesses the qualities that you want, but looking for a man and a woman that, if you're a woman, looking for the man that is strong enough to earn your submission. Basically, they give you, I don't want to say give you no choice, but submit. But it's like that. Look, my fiance is like, okay, he got it. I can stop worrying about it. He didn't force me to do it, but it's like, I don't have to worry about that because he has that under control. I don't have to do that because he's going to do that. Look for that. For the women who are independent woman bashing, thought I forgot about you because I got off on a tangent about the men. But for the women, what? I think it's just a huge misunderstanding amongst women, and because we are so full of ourselves and so pig-headed, we just can't come outside of ourselves and try to understand the other point of view. You have the independent women on one side, the extreme independent women on one side, bashing the submissive woman. And then you have the submissive woman feeling defensive because the independent woman keeps coming after her. Prime example, I had a friend who posted on her Facebook status about men need to stop trying to get at her with telling how much money they have or how much money they make. She doesn't want them for that. She can make her own money. And one of her friends, got upset and was like, well, some of us choose to be housewives and stay-at-home moms, and she didn't say anything about housewives and stay-at-home moms. She had no problem with housewives and stay-at-home moms, and she stated that several times in the commentary following. But the girl she was so defensive. And I feel like if you are a housewife or a stay-at-home mom and that's what you want to do, go for it. I've done it. I didn't really enjoy it. But if that's what you like, that's what you enjoy, go for it. We need housewives and stay-at-home moms. They're necessary, you know. Um, and if you're an independent woman, you be independent. Leave the housewives and stay-at-home moms alone. Now, me I don't have an issue. Like I said, I don't have an issue with housewives and stay-at-home moms. I have no issue with you guys at all. I applaud you because I can't do it. I have tried it, and these damn kids have driven me fucking mad. Okay, I love my kids to death, but the best feeling as a housewife or slash, well, I guess a stay-at-home mom, because I'm not a wife yet. The best feeling I got as a stay-at-home mom was when I got to go on trips to the grocery store by myself. It was just such a breath of fresh air. It was amazing to me. And then when I would come home, I would just miss my kids. I love them more. So I need that time to miss them. If you don't need that time to miss your kids and you can just do your kids full blown 24/7, go for it. I can't. That's not me. And I feel like women need to understand that you have the right to do you without trying to bring down anybody else who's doing them. Leave other people alone. Do what the fuck you're doing. And don't worry about what everybody else is doing. If a woman over there wants to be too goddamn strong and too damn independent for her own damn good, leave that bitch alone. Don't worry about her. And independent women, if a woman over there wants to get down on the floor and let her husband step on her back so he can see the top of the fridge, leave that bitch alone. But cases are that most women fall in the middle. This is the extreme. The woman too independent for her own damn good. This is the other extreme. The housewife who just lets her husband run over her. Okay? Everybody else is here. Often here. Nobody is here. Very few people are here. Everybody else is often here. They're cool. Accept each other. Love each other. Uplift each other. Support each other. And I guess that's all I have to say on the subject. I guess I just rambled on. Should I have lost my point several times, but whatever. I just had to get that off my chest. I'll see y'all later on.